bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
Hey, what's good? Happy Wednesday. Happy Hump Day. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score, 100.7 The Score mobile app, and on television. Fox 34 News Now. TSportsNetwork.com, as well as YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of different ways to take us in. However you're doing so, we thank you for making us part of your Wednesday afternoon. Alongside Jeff McGuire, I'm Chois Woodman, Lucas White across the way handling us today. You can join the conversation as well. Your thoughts, your comments, your questions, hopes, dreams, whatever you may have. Pour it all in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line through that 100.7 The Score mobile app. You can take the app just about anywhere with you, even listen in if you're out in Kansas, Oklahoma. That'll get confusing.
Took a second. Not going to lie. I'm not looking that up, though. I might get infected by Jayhawkness, and I don't want that to happen.
Or Soonerness. You don't want either of those.
Well, my dad was in Oklahoma for a while, so that's probably already there in some ways. Mm-hmm. But he wasn't in Norman, so that helps.
Fair enough.
He was in Tulsa.
We've got plenty to get into over the next 3 hours or so. We'll talk Red Raider softball, of course, as it is championship day for Texas Tech. We'll get into whatever you want to talk about regarding Brendan Sorsby. You or the audience, whichever one fits. We will get into a tiny bit of NBA talk. I won't force anything upon anybody.
It is the NBA Finals.
It is the Finals. And
it is, by the way, the San Antonio Spurs.
There's a Texas team in there.
It is Victor Wembanyama, who is, from all accounts, a good guy to root for. I mean, he is definitely aware of how talented he is and very confident in his abilities, but it's not I don't feel like, anyway, that it's putting on a black hat type attitude, if that makes sense. They seem like a fun team to root for. They're all homegrown. They're drafted by the team they're playing for. And, this is what you'd want if you were a fan base, right?
Fox's wife is a former Lady Raider.
That's true.
So,
Caldwell.
I forget which one's which. Renee or Reese?
Reese, yeah.
Reese. Well, one I called games for at Friendship. One was the Lady Raider, so I mix them up. But, yeah. Reese Caldwell. That's right.
No, we don't have to spend a lot of time on it.
No, we won't.
The other side of that is the Knicks, and no one likes the Knicks.
There's a lot of people that feel sorry for the Knicks because they haven't won one.
Oh, no.
Since.
Anyway.
I think there's people that feel sorry for the Knicks, and then you see Spike Lee's stupid face on the sideline and stop feeling sorry for them.
Did you ever watch Sports Night? Way back in the early 90s.
That was
way before your time,
my
probably.
time. Yeah.
I highly recommend if you get a chance to go watch it. It's kind of like a behind-the-scenes look at SportsCenter, how that goes. And they're interviewing a guy to come work for them.
Okay.
And it was name 3 things to make the Knicks better before next season. And he's like, you want 3 things. I need 3 things to make the Knicks better before next season. And he's like, I feel like you want some dedicated answers. And the producer's just like, I need 3 things. He's like, improve their free throw percentage. Yes. Find an outside shooter. Yes. Get Spike Lee to shut up. Yes, you're hired for Sports Night. It's that kind of conversation.
Yeah. Yeah.
You would thoroughly. I don't know anybody that works in this business that doesn't like Sports Night. So I highly recommend checking it out.
I bet I would enjoy it.
It gives you a reminder of the good old days of SportsCenter on ESPN.
Man, that's long gone. I watched a pretty well full episode of SportsCenter the other day. I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing, but it was on, and I think we were in a hotel.
Okay.
So it just, I turned it on. And it's okay when they're not trying to shove certain things down your throat, but it still is not the, hey, let's hit you with a ton of sports highlights format that it used to be. I mean, it used to be based off of, hey, we're gonna inform you on every sport or all the main sports going on. We'll fill you in the cracks with a few of the minor stuff here and there. But now it's all about, we're going to give our opinions on everything. We got to talk and play around, and it just,
It's sad.
It is sad because it was a fantastic show. And the ticker on the left side was just so good, where it would tell you what's coming up. And
that was even like the second and third generation
it was.
of what SportsCenter was.
It was later.
But it was nice to see that because you're like,
it was great.
Man, when are they going to get to the Rangers are coming up in like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like,
cool.
okay, I can run to the kitchen, go make some quick breakfast, and then...
Exactly.
Yeah, that sort of thing.
Back in the days when we used to sit there and watch the same SportsCenter four times on the overnight because it was on and it was entertaining, and why would I change the channel?
Right.
And then they changed SportsCenter, and now I'm changing the channel.
There's that, yeah. So we got plenty we'll get into over the next few hours or so. We'll get into all of what we've talked about. Anything you want to talk about. ESPN's put out a top newcomers list for college football. Here's your teaser. 4 Red Raiders have landed on the list. 4 Red Raiders. So we'll let you kind of guess at who those are, and we'll get into that. And are you excited for the World Cup?
I'm not excited.
We're like we're almost inside of a week. I think Thursday marks a week out.
I'm not like poo-pooing it. It's a big deal. I mean,
will you watch some?
If Team USA is playing,
okay,
yes, I will watch. I do not need an excuse to wrap myself in the flag. Them playing in front of me just makes it easier.
Marca.
And when the U.S. gets eliminated, whenever that is, even if it's after the championship, because they're hosting a trophy and the tournament is over, that is when I will probably quit watching the World Cup.
Okay. I just hope they get to the knockout stages.
I will enjoy the ride for as long as the ride is. And if that's, it's guaranteed 3, right? Yeah, you play 3 matches because there's 4 in your group.
Yeah.
If it's after 3 and they're done, then I will watch 3 matches in the World Cup, and I'll be a happy camper. And if they advance on from there and continue to do things they do, then that's great too.
Fair enough.
You don't want to watch that game.
Why?
Because I know what happens in that game.
Oh, are you sure this isn't live?
I think that's yesterday.
No, I think it goes
live. Are they playing now?
I think they got the early game today.
Choice is looking at stuff to watch on ESPN in case you didn't hear the boom happen a minute ago.
That was just your imagination.
My imagination?
No, the listeners.
No, the listeners' imagination. Okay.
All right, y'all hit us up. We'll get to lots of different things today and read some of your thoughts coming up. We got headlines for you straight ahead.
Oh.
And we'll talk some softball as the Red Raiders ready to stick it to the Longhorns starting tonight. It is The Bottom Line with you till 3 o'clock on 100.7 The Score.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is The Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Rolling on to our numero dos. It's The Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Powered by Happy State Bank. WTSportsNetwork.com. On the Twitter as well. YouTube, Fire Stick, Roku, Apple TV. Lots of different ways to take us in, however you're doing so. Thanks for making us part of your Wednesday afternoon. God, sometimes you get just distracted by a commercial, Jamie. And there's one on TV. There's the pimple popper ones, and then right now there's the lower arm flab commercial that's going on.
Well, the thing is, you keep looking.
I can't. It's like a car wreck, man. You can't look away.
Oh, the pimple popper one.
This one's not it. This one's
absolutely can look away.
You look away from that one? What about the neti pot?
Either that or I'm going to hurl.
You're like sucking snot through a... I'm sorry to everybody that just finished their lunch. This is the bottom line. That's Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman. Lucas White across the way taking care of us. You can submit your complaints if you had to upchuck at TT Lent on Twitter because he doesn't want you to email him.
I'd much rather you email me. I might actually see it.
Oh.
If you tweet at me, there's a good chance I won't see it
That's
multiple days.
That's
maybe
true.
weeks.
Jamie, we talked a little bit of, we've bounced around up to this point. Talked some Red Raider softball, as there's kind of a big game tonight. I want to get into some football conversation as we roll along. We'll talk some more softball. We'll get to our pet translator a little bit later as well.
Pet translator.
Would you want to know what your dog says?
Absolutely.
For real? Well, why are we waiting? Let's just get to this story now.
You wouldn't?
I'm a little scared of what my dog really thinks about me. I don't think I want to know. I am definitely about I'm about fourth on the dog favorite list right now.
You just don't want to know what my dog thinks of you.
Oh, your dog just curses at me all the time. That's what it would be. There's a Chinese tech company that it's a startup that has just launched a new wearable device for pets that claims to translate animal emotions into human speech with close to 95% accuracy.
It's awesome.
It's AI-powered pet translator. Gadget hangs from your pet's collar and uses AI to study things like vocal patterns, behavior, body language to figure out what your pet is trying to say. $118 is the cost.
Okay.
Apparently more than 10,000 people have already pre-ordered one.
Good thing Father's Day's coming up.
You would really do this?
Absolutely.
Okay, we know what to get Jamie. I really want to know what Winfield's saying about me, too. Now, if you get this, I'm going to come over just to see.
I would absolutely love to have Winfield wear this.
Here's the catch.
Okay.
It's from China, so is this in Mandarin, or do we actually get English translations? What if it's translating
that would be
it?
a struggle.
Yeah. But here it goes. But before you start expecting full conversations with your golden retriever, you might want to wait. The company hasn't released any scientific studies proving that the device actually works. But 10,000 people have pre-ordered this for $118.
What percentage do you think you could get right from your dog right now?
I mean, I can tell if my dog is scared of me, ticked off at me.
Why is your dog ticked off at you?
Because I'm getting too close to Mom, her favorite. Like she will go after you if there's any sort of threat towards Mom. If she perceives any sort of threat towards Mom, she gets in attack mode. And she'll actually bite.
So if you come to the house tonight and you put Megan in a headlock, the dog's going to attack you.
And truly bite, yes.
Would you
mostly bark, but
give it a try just to make sure?
Sure.
Give her a nuggie. Put her in a headlock. Give her a nuggie.
Oh, we've done this. Like, we'll slap the couch next to her, and the dog will try to. I mean,
see, this is why the dog hates you. You're just messing with it.
Neil is the one she hates the most, because he messes with her the most. But I'm not kidding. She bit me the other day when we were playing wiffle ball.
Are we talking about the dog or Megan now?
Oh, this is a family show, Jamie. Family show. The dog bit me the other day when we were playing wiffle ball. She chased me around the yard and jumped up and bit me.
Because?
I guess she thought I was playing. So.
I mean, I play tug of war with my dog with his 4,000 toys.
4,000?
Quite frequently, and he never bites me. Every once in a while, he might nick my finger with his teeth, but yeah. I just think you don't treat your dog well. That's why he doesn't like you.
I treat the dog well. The dog, when we got it, was already very sexist. So,
okay.
The females already got preferential treatment over the males from the get-go. So
it's like Chuck when he's giving away his trinkets at the Overton?
That's totally it. As long as he's wearing a blue shirt.
Yes, okay.
That's it. I see you got your blue on, Jamie. Attaboy. All right, back to the chat line. ESPN hates tech. Probably.
I don't know. It appears that some of the hosts do, some of the play-by-play talent does, but I think the network as a whole probably likes tech because they're driving up interest and driving up ratings.
Last year, the highest-rated college softball game ever happened with Texas Tech and Texas in Game 3 of the championship.
Yeah, I gotta believe, again,
They probably love this matchup.
the play-by-play people are a different story, but the network as a whole, they gotta absolutely love that Texas Tech has made it this far.
I would think so. And you'll see it when ESPN's got an option or has to pick up a Big 12 team. They in football, they want Tech right now because Texas Tech's the biggest draw. So I agree. The people that are about the numbers, the people that are on talk shows or play-by-play, they probably do hate Texas Tech, or there's some of it going on. But it's the most hypocritical thing ever, too, because ESPN has driven college sports to what it is right now. ESPN has made college sports turn into what is all about money.
Being all about the money.
All about money. So Texas Tech has taken advantage of this, what ESPN has turned college sports into.
And it benefits them.
And they hate it.
Yeah. And they're also attached to the SEC and all that kind of good stuff. And
which is 100%, again, about money and viewership and those sorts of things. But, I think you probably got what was best for the sport of college softball. The matchup, the rematch here.
You don't think I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm asking the Tennessee Tech, after all that went down at the end of that game,
I think
might
that
have
would have been
pretty close.
I think it would have been close, but I still think, especially with the Texas and Texas Tech football conversations that were happening last week, I think that adds some gasoline to the fire here. And I think this is probably what's best, but we'll never know. That's a hypothetical conversation, which the SEC loves. Just hypothetical wins, mostly with the SEC. But it is the bottom line. More next on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
He's Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman. Next wife across the way. Got the bottom line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Keep the comments rolling in on the Yates Flooring Center chat line. Someone says Choice's dog gets ticked off because he buys generic food instead of the fresh food. Sorry, I'm not buying that refrigerated stuff. My dog will be fine without it. You probably spoil yours, don't you? You'll go in with like that fresh pet stuff or whatever,
No.
farmer's dog or
No. He doesn't like it. He's like me. He likes the plain stuff.
Yeah. Wow, Chocho, you need to be the alpha male or the dog will never respect you. I prescribed dog whisperer for Chocho. She respects me. She's scared to death of me. And just about every male out there. Jamie, ESPN, it's summertime for ESPN. It's talking season. They have ranked college football's top 100 newcomers for the 2026 season.
Okay.
How many Red Raiders do you think land in the top 100 of newcomers to the team?
I'm going to go conservative here and say 4.
Your 4 is correct. You've got the number 17 player on the list. You've got the number 19 player on the list. You've got the number 45th player on the list. Number 45th? That wasn't right. 45th player on the list. And I'm having to scroll through 100 people. I'm trying to remember where the last one was. Something. Okay. I'll find it. So, 17, 19, 45. And I've lost it. There it is, 78. Would you like to take any guesses at which newcomers would you say are the top 4 on Texas Tech's team that would make this list?
I'm going to go Mateen.
Mateen was 19.
Yep, he was my first one.
So he's the second one on this list.
Oh, he's the second one on the list.
Mateen Ibrogba, I think is... I've heard it said several different ways. We'll figure it out there. But Ibrogba... What?
That is exactly what you should say. If you don't know how to say it, you should say... Yeah, I've heard it said a lot of different ways.
I have. I've heard... Well, Rob has gone like Ibirgba.
Yeah, and I think that's right, because I Googled it, and I think it's...
Well, I think maybe Tech already has it on their website, so there is actually a correct way.
It feels like there's a beer in there somewhere.
Please clip that for later. That is needed for
nothing
for Jamie's future.
Yeah,
it feels like there's a beer in there somewhere.
Yes.
Okay, so whatever. Mateen, you did the wise thing and just used his first name, which
yes.
is what I should have done.
Veteran move.
That was a veteran move. So savvy.
Okay.
So he's number 2 on their list.
Okay. Man. Austin Romine. I have him farther down the list, though.
He did not make the list.
Really? We're not including Brendan Sorsby, right?
Sorsby is not included. Okay. I think he would have been on this list had...
Oh, surely he would have. Yeah, he would have been top 5.
Likely, yeah.
If not top 1, yeah.
I'm not sure he wouldn't have been number 1 because I think he was listed as the number 1 transfer on ESPN's list. So,
yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll take Adam Trick for 200, Al.
Adam Trick is 45.
Okay, so he's 3rd.
He's the 3rd one on their list.
Yeah.
45th overall.
Give me a... Don't quit on me yet. Hang in there.
I'm not quitting. We're still here.
Give me a Kenny Johnson for 200. Bob?
Kenny Johnson is not on the list.
Okay.
Here's your hint. No offensive players.
That's a hint. Okay, Bryce Butler.
It is a hint of sorts. It may not be the one you wanted. Bryce Butler, not on the list.
Trey White.
Trey White is the number 1 player on their list at number 17.
Okay.
I've kind of been back and forth between Trey White and Adam Trick on who your best edge rusher will be. ESPN thinks it's going to be Trey White, but
I feel like I've heard more hype from Adam Trick, not from him, but about him.
About him, yes, yeah. Same here.
Than White, so that's good. That means you got 2 really talented guys.
Correctamundo.
Okay, so I got 3 of them.
EB Roba is how he says it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. There we go. Sorry. Didn't know the sound was on.
but he played the audio.
I clicked
anyways,
the audio
thinking the audio was off, right?
That makes a lot of sense, right?
Yeah.
EB Roba.
Now you're supposed to say I was being facetious.
I was being facetious, Jamie.
Okay.
Aluminium.
Okay, who's the other one?
The last one is a freshman.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
That counts as a newcomer. But also probably the only time you've ever had a freshman on this list of newcomer. I don't know. Micah Hudson might have been on there a few years ago. But
maybe.
LaDamian Guyton, a guy who just stepped foot on your campus for the first time. He didn't go through spring ball because he, remember, reclassified to even get to this class.
So he needed to actually go to class to get to this class.
He had to finish it out his senior season.
Shocker.
Which was his junior year. Not season, but junior year. Almost everybody goes to spring ball, but...
Yeah, you would definitely think Guyton has a chance to make an impact.
So Guyton is the one that's 78th on the list. That's 3 edge rushers, Jamie. We're talking about...
That's good.
The losses of 2 massive ones in Romello Heights and David Bailey. You may have more depth at the edge rusher position this year. May. Now, top-end talent, we don't know. Or, I would say you're not going to be as good as David Bailey. I hope they prove me wrong. I don't think you're going to peak out there. The question is,
What percentage of the snaps was David Bailey on the field for?
Man, I would guess 70, but I honestly
Only
don't
70?
know. That's my guess. Yeah, I think you were able to shuffle him in and out in second and third down situations more often. But part of that was because you could pass rush on second down like you would on third down. Often because of how good your stopping the run was.
Mm-hmm.
Teams were not able to establish anything on first down so often against Texas Tech's defense. And I think you will still be as good in the middle this year. Now, your refrigerator's gone, but
A couple of them.
I was just going with the one that was named the fridge. A.J. Holmes is excellent. Mateen is ranked higher in your preseason rankings right here than
Lee Hunter
was last year coming in. I need to find the list. I need to find that list from this exact list from last year to see, where you were in pecking order. I think David Bailey was the number one guy last year. By the way, for anybody interested at all, the number one overall player, I don't know if I agree with it, Josh Hoover at Indiana. Based off what he did last year, I wouldn't put him at number one, but based off of
he's talented,
fitting into a system.
He's talented, and he's going to have great talent around him.
Yeah, he may end up being the best fit. Maybe. Cam Coleman, the guy you pursued, and then Texas, that doesn't spend any money based off of what you see on the internet. Tech's the only team that spends money. Texas went and spent $5 million on a receiver to get almost $5 million, $4 million on a receiver to get Cam Coleman. But they don't spend money. Texas Tech does. They couldn't lose that one. Sam Leavitt, they've got at 3.
Not surprised.
Darian Mensah, quarterback for Miami from Duke, they've got at 4. And an offensive lineman for LSU, Jordan Seaton. Rocco Becht, another quarterback at Penn State. The Prince, however you say his name, edge rusher for LSU. Drew Mestmaker, another quarterback at Oklahoma State. Another edge rusher for Miami. And then once Texas Tech target, Coy Parrish, that went to Oregon, rounds out the top 10. Y'all can chime in if you'd like. We'll read some of your thoughts on the Yates Flooring Center chat line, but Jamie's got a question of the day coming up next on 100.7 The Score.
Bringing you the truth, or something like the truth. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
Happy to be part of your Wednesday afternoon. This is the Bottom Line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score mobile app. Chois, Jamie, Lucas, all with you today. Y'all keep your thoughts and comments coming in. We'll return to a few more of those here in just a little bit. There's a question there we'll answer momentarily. But first, I've got to get to Jamie's question.
Time now for Jamie's question of the day on 100.7 The Score. Presented by Connecticut of West Texas. Life's hard, your water shouldn't be.
Joyce has got us watching a White Sox Twins game. And they just had Patrick Mahomes' godfather on the air.
Dontrell Willis.
No. LaTroy Hawkins.
Dang it. They're basically the same guy. No, Dontrell.
One threw right-handed, one through left-handed. First off,
Dontrell was much. He had the
higher
hat
leg kick
to the side much more too.
Yes, a massive.
Why did I should have got that one. LaTroy Hawkins. I knew it. I don't know why I said Dontrell Willis. That was
embarrassing for you.
It was kind of embarrassing. I'm sorry.
Did he ever play for the White Sox or Twins?
Which one? His father.
Dontrell Willis.
Oh, no, I don't think so. He played for the
Marlins.
Miami.
Marlins
I guess
and
Florida.
the Tigers.
Who else did he play for? There's another team.
Yeah, it seems like at the end of his career he played somewhere else. But
A's?
Yeah, I don't know.
LaTroy played for the Twins.
Which is when he met Pat's dad.
Which, yeah. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to. Don't you at me, Jamie.
All right, Choice. You know how
Yes,
some
Jamie.
days it's of the week for some people, depending on which kind of neighborhood they live in. It's like Monday is trash day, and you have to pull your trash cans out.
Sure.
Right? Okay.
Sure.
And Thursday is you pull your recycles out, right?
I wouldn't know.
Recyclables out. Okay. Let's say, okay, that's a thing. Today's Wednesday, and we're going to recycle today.
Fair enough.
All right.
Okay.
I'm recycling this morning's question.
All right.
Okay,
We
this
can do
is in honor of the Tech softball team facing off with Texas tonight.
Oh, boy. Okay, I did hear this one.
Okay. I want you to give me your top 3 in order rivalries for a Texas Tech sports team and that specific school. So, for example, you may say football and Baylor, basketball and Houston, tennis and Iowa State, whatever. 3 sports in order. What are the best rivalries right now for Texas Tech sports?
I do have one question to your question. Is this one-sided hate, or does it have to be reciprocated?
You're speaking, as we all know, Choice only thinks from the Red Raider standpoint on
No,
things.
I
So
mean,
just think as a Red Raider. Choice, you be you.
Okay. I think right now, I mean, Tech softball versus Texas is there right now because of
What is there?
it's in the top 3. Sorry.
Okay, could we give it a number?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I had trouble
You
doing
actually
this.
heard the question earlier today.
I heard it
and
this
you
morning,
still-
and I had trouble with it. I liked y'all's answers. I can't even remember
Sounds
what
like
they
you're
were.
still having trouble.
Yes, I'm having trouble, and it almost saddened me, to be honest. Well, it saddened me that you're
True.
missing true rivalries.
Yeah, sure.
It
I get it.
did kind of make me sad that some of these true rivalries have gone away in your sports world. I think what I want to be the answer is Texas Tech and TCU as your best rivalry in football, but I don't think that's there currently. It could get there. I think Texas Tech and TCU in baseball is there for me. And I do think that's one where in good years it is reciprocated. There's some years where they don't care about it as much, and there's some years where they sweep you. But that's one. That would be third on the list. Second for me is Tech softball with Texas. And I think where you sit as a program right now, it's Texas Tech and Texas in football, even though you're not playing. I think you would see ESPN or the committee, if there's any sort of a chance to seed those two against each other in the playoff, you will absolutely see it this year.
It'll happen sooner or later.
It will at some point. But I think that the fan bases and going back and forth and that sort of thing, that's the rivalry right now. It's much more one-sided, but you can look online, you can look at just about everywhere. You can look at their coach because he's obviously thinking about you. They care about you even if they'll never admit it.
Okay. Lucas?
In football, I'm going to say Tech and BYU.
That's which number? 1, 2, or 3 in order.
2.
Okay.
So number 1 will be Tech basketball with Houston.
Dang it, that's the one I missed. I'm going to wipe one out after this. Go ahead.
No.
I don't get to go back on it?
No.
And then 3, I will
Son
go
of a
Tech
gun.
baseball with TCU.
Okay.
Okay.
I go Tech baseball with Oklahoma State, number 3.
Yeah.
I kind of go Tech softball against Texas. I really think it's just Tech softball against the entire SEC.
I think you're right. I heard you say that this morning, and
I
that's,
think
that's
it's
so
the
true.
whole conference.
They all
And
hate
they are
you.
one of the teams on this campus that can actually compete with pretty much anybody in the SEC.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Night in and day out, they can. Okay? There's no question. probably throw Coach Kitley and Coach Sands teams in there as well. But day in and day out, they can match talent.
Yep.
So Tech softball we'll say Texas. And number one on my list is the same with Lucas. Tech basketball in Houston. I just think the intensity there is legit. I don't put
That's
Tech
the right
baseball in TCU on there. And the reason is I think right now there's a healthy amount of respect between the two coaching staffs. It does not feel as intense and hated rivalry like it was when Schlossnagel was there.
Yeah.
And it does not feel that way.
I think
I feel that way towards Oklahoma State.
I think you can have healthy rivalries too, where there's still plenty of great. I don't know. It just kind of depends.
Fair. I agree
because
with you.
I think BYU and Tech football are there right now.
Yes.
Or you're the two best teams
Yes.
in the conference, and seem to be for the foreseeable future.
I just don't put it. I mean, if this list was the top 6 or 7, it would be in there.
Yeah.
I just don't have it in my top 3.
So, y'all are right. Houston Tech basketball is the big omission.
Yeah.
I even heard you say it this morning and still forgot. Oh, these concussions are catching up, Jamie.
Well, Chuck this morning said after his answers, he said, "You guys are better than me. I want your answers," or something. He was very down.
And then you said, "What am I supposed to say to that?" Yeah, Tech and Houston. I agree. I'd bump everything down a notch. So I'd bump baseball outside.
Okay.
And then I agree with you on the Tech and SEC thing. It does feel like
for softball.
But I'm curious, like, who are the SEC teams rooting for right now?
Oh, I think they're absolutely rooting for Texas.
Everybody but OU?
Probably so. Yeah, probably so. Yeah, you're right. Not Oklahoma.
Oklahoma's the one that probably isn't. You think Tennessee
and
is?
that might even I'm not even certain of that choice.
You think they've caught the bug where they root SEC no matter what?
No, I just think they hate Texas Tech. I don't think it's about the
really
conference.
stolen from them yet.
It's not about it's not about the conference love. It's about hating Texas Tech.
It's just so funny how one-sided all of this is. Ironic. Hell, I mean, Texas literally has a player on their roster from Texas Tech last year. Like this whole transfer stuff.
Does she play?
Yeah, she's a relief pitcher. She hasn't played as much lately, but she's,
Yeah,
I think, their number one reliever.
It feels different.
It's still a player. I mean, it's still.
I get it, but
you're pulling in transfers. They took Arizona's number one pitcher last year, and she's in their weekend rotation, if you will.
they should have taken the other one.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah. So, it's yeah, I do think there's plenty of hate there. I think there's plenty of hate from both sides in football. It's just the way college sports are set up right now. You don't happen to play them. It's the bottom line on 100.7 The Score.
Getting to the point, but taking the scenic route to get there. This is the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score.
He's Jamie Lent. I'm Chois Woodman. Got about a half hour left with us. Bottom line on 100.7 The Score and the 100.7 The Score app. We'll get to our most interesting facts of the day 15 minutes away. But right now, we get to tell Jamie he is oh so wrong. Or the regular amount.
I did question of the day.
We get to tell Lucas he is oh so wrong. You know, one of these days
Well, you were wrong on that.
I'll check my own notes.
Yes, you're wrong, Choice.
All right,
we got to tell Choice he's wrong.
Yeah, that didn't take long. All right, Lucas, what do you got? You did have a really blank stare there.
I was
for a second.
I was all ready for this. I was like,
Ready to rock. All right, Lucas.
Sources tell CBS Sports Texas Tech has been working on setting up a home-and-home series for the 27-28 against a premier non-conference opponent and has had communications with teams such as USC and Notre Dame.
Okay.
My tell me I'm wrong is even though this is a premier non-conference, the team that Texas Tech will schedule for the home and home will be a mediocre SEC team. Let's say not just an SEC team, but a medium level Power 4.
I think if it ends up being at home, if it is a true home and home, I think that's what. What do you consider mediocre? Because I think Ole Miss is a possibility, that sort of thing. Mid-level SEC.
Like Arkansas, Vanderbilt, Penn State.
I think Penn State's big.
Oh, Penn State's not in the SEC. Didn't you say SEC?
Well, I said SEC, but then I kind of went like...
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I'm sorry, my bad.
I think I've gone through and looked at all these
Mid-tier.
teams that have open dates. I've done this. There's a story up at doubleTSportsNetwork.com if you want to hunt it down. The teams that are searching for opponents. It doesn't mean more can't open up or need these in the future, because we've seen people adjust schedules a bunch. I think if it ends up being a home and home, it is more of a mid-level Power 4 team. But I think there are possibilities out there where you could end up playing one or even two neutral site games in the future.
And that's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing it's USC and Vegas and USC and Arlington.
Yeah, I think that. Well, I had heard. I think Houston is where.
Houston and not
is.
Arlington. Okay.
But these are, that's the chatter right now. So I think based off of the way Texas Tech is operating right now, I'll say you're wrong, because I think Texas Tech is shooting his shot. They are trying to make as big of splashes as possible in the world of college sports and college football in particular. And especially if we expand a playoff, better non-conference schedules, bigger names on your non-conference schedules are only more beneficial. So,
yeah, I'm going to say you're wrong as well, because I think I'm of the belief that it's going to be USC in neutral site games.
I think so.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm super confident about that, but that's my guess at this point.
Yeah, I've heard some of those same rumors. We'll see if it ends up landing or not. I would. Notre Dame's still my dream, personally. Like, that would be the dream scenario. You get Notre Dame and home. That's the dream. But USC is a pretty good consolation if you end up with the Trojans. And they're kind of in that realm of...
Okay, let me ask you another one then.
You get the name without
them being just...
the bite as much. Yeah.
Would you rather have what Lucas is suggesting, a mid-level Power 4 home and home, or would you rather have two neutral sites with a Notre Dame or a USC? Which would you rather have?
That's tough.
I'm going to use this question on the morning drive tomorrow.
That's a tough one, because...
I'd rather have the home and homes.
I think fans are almost always going to say the home and home. And especially if it's a team you haven't really played before. Like, I was kind of looking forward to NC State. I know we've played them, but it's been a long time. I was looking forward to NC State coming here next year. And then they backed out. So if it's a team that you're not used to playing, if it's Ole Miss, I feel like we've played Ole Miss so much.
Totally fair.
So with the caveat of it not being Ole Miss, even though they're different now.
Yeah.
If it was Ole Miss, I'm picking the other. If it's, I don't know who else. Someone that's fairly new.
I mean,
new
Vanderbilt
blood.
wouldn't excite me that much compared to playing against USC.
It does depend who it is.
Yeah.
How would you rank the other conferences in fact that you would want to play them? Like, would it be an SEC Team 1, Big Ten, and then ACC?
It depends on the team to me.
Yeah, it depends on the team. There's
because
a mixture.
You threw out Penn State as a mid-tier, and Penn State is not a mid-tier to me. That's a bigger name. I would love for Penn State to come.
Right,
in.
and there's schools in the ACC. Florida State or Miami want to come for a home and home. Those are massive. Yeah. So I would take those over several teams in the SEC or the Big Ten. But I think you're getting into the territory. Again, expansion's going to matter in this conversation, because if you get to 24, then Texas Tech becomes a really attractive team to schedule. Even at 16, it's more attractive because it boosts the clout a little bit of a schedule. And you get credit for playing against a Texas Tech.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, what would you choose? You're going with the
I'm going with the home and home, but I think
Generally
I think
speaking.
you were making lots of sense there when you said it kind of depends on which team it is.
Yeah, it would matter on the who. It's such a very situation by situation basis. USC is the bottom of the top tier of teams I would want to play.
Bottom of the top tier.
Right, like we're talking
Who's
about
in the
Penn
top 10?
States, and we're talking about some of these other
Okay.
big names out there. They're towards the bottom of that group, but they're still in that group of the upper echelon.
They're still in the upper group for me, yeah, no doubt.
Yeah. So if it ends up being, what you're talking about, the rumors out there of USC and in neutral site, you could do a lot worse.
Sure.
Could do a lot worse. So I'd be excited for if that ends up getting announced. But
Man, Choice would be in, just his glory.
no,
Going to Vegas to watch Tech and USC play football.
We've already got that on the schedule. And
This is because, does it get any better for you, Choice?
sure it does. Like I said, Notre Dame in Lubbock, Texas would be better. I would take that in a heartbeat. You give me Notre Dame in Lubbock, Texas over a free trip to Vegas, I'd take. Now, we have a Vegas game already scheduled, right? Arkansas in like 2030, I want to say.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Okay.
We play Arkansas 3 times, I think, in 30, 31, and like 34.
Oh, that's exciting.
And one's in Vegas, one's in Fayetteville, one's in Lubbock. So, woohoo!
That's good. I like the Arkansas matchup.
I do too.
That's fun.
I would love if you do that once every home and home every 4
Well, they
years.
seem
or
to be
so.
a team that will dance with us.
Sure.
You know?
Why wouldn't they?
Yeah.
It does feel like a lot of the SEC teams just
Too
turn their
bad we
nose
can't
up no
ever
matter
get their
what.
baseball team to come to Lubbock.
They scarred. They shouldn't be now, but they have been in the past. Maybe you can get them back to being scared. That's my hope. Texter here, Ron Reeves for their quarterback when they were in.
Yeah.
Was that like 19? Oh, I hope I don't offend the texter or Ron Reeves here.
See, this is why you don't go there, Choice.
It was sometime before I was born. We'll just go there.
When you don't know,
I love
you just
Ron
let
Reeves.
it lie.
Ron Reeves is a great dude. Ron Reeves and Rodney Allison are my 2 favorite quarterbacks that I never watched play.
Okay.
Just because they're awesome dudes. Hi, Rodney, if you're listening from Hawaii. When the Cubs were in the World Series Game 3, I went to buy a ticket at a business outside of Wrigley. They were $2,500 a piece. Waited till the game started and went back and bought a ticket for $500. A lot of times you can get them last second. Out of curiosity, I looked at ticket prices at lunch. $23 in the outfield, $78 lower level first base line. Yeah, StubHub right now, I'm just going for today, has tickets at $13 and $14 in the upper section. Heck, there's ones in the outfield for $12 right now. So people are trying to get rid of those tickets. So if you're wanting to go yell at Longhorns, pretty cheap opportunity in Oklahoma City tonight.
This has been the Bottom Line Podcast from 100.7 The Score. Go to 100-7thescore.com for more from the Double T Sports Network.